Over to you, Dr. Sachin, Dr. Amit.
Everyone, a big welcome to all of you, to TISA and to TOPG. And I'll just take few minutes to share the overview of this program. And I hope everybody understands English, the kind of English we speak in India. Is there anybody who has problem with English? Anyway, we will be translating here and there, so you will get the message. So, what is TOPG? TOPG stands for TISA Online Practice Group. Why TOPG? Because I discovered very early in my life that we stammerers, we download lots of PDFs, we download lots of videos, we watch a lot of videos, and so therefore we develop a soul and head. In other words, we know a lot about stammering, what causes stammering, what doesn't cause stammering. We know everything about stammering, but we never practice. And that is why nothing helps us. We go to all kind of therapies, we go this program, we try this thing, that thing, but we don't practice enough. We may practice for 2 days, 3 days, and then some new fad takes over. So we may practice slow speaking for a few days, and then somebody says, this is rubbish, try this thing. Then we go after that, we practice that also for a few days. So like this, life goes on. Our life becomes a graveyard of techniques and tricks and hacks because we are not practicing anything consistently. So this TOPG is meant for consistent practice and plus a little bit of theory also because I totally understand that when we ask a young person to do voluntary stammering, stammer on purpose, uh, obviously he'll be shocked and he'll be very frightened also. Why should I stammer on purpose when I'm not actually stammering? So he needs to understand why he's being asked to do that voluntary stammering. So uh, to to address those kind of knowledge needs, those kind of need for information, we have a bona fide professor right from USA. He will be answering our questions. He'll be answering your doubts, and he will also be giving you evidence-based facts which support this online practice. Why online? Because obviously we can't meet face to face. Recently, I conducted a free workshop in Harbatpur, and with great difficulty, 7 people arrived. Only 7 people. Even though we get a lot of inquiries at TISA info@stammer.in, but only 7 people could attend it. And I was expecting, at least 10, and God willing, I was expecting 20. But anyway, so geography is a big constraint, and so therefore, this online practice group is dedicated to practice supported by evidence based information. And so, in these 5 weeks, you will be doing a lot of practice. So, I want to emphasize this thing again that just understanding something intellectually is, is often is not only useless, often it is worse than useless. It is, in fact, it's harmful. Why? Because when you understand something intellectually, your mind says, oh, aha, I got it. Wow, I got it. And then mind says, now I don't need to do anything more because I've understood it. So understanding sometime discourages action, discourages going out into the world and exploration. So you stop exploring because you've understood something intellectually, logically. So therefore, I want to emphasize this thing again that in these 5 weeks, we will be asking you to do a lot of things which you may not have done earlier. For example, you may have watched a lot of YouTube videos, but you may have never put up your own video on YouTube. How does that sound for starters? For many people, they'll say, no, 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 no. Everything is fine, but I'm not going to put my stammering video on YouTube. Is going to wreck and ruin my marriage prospects, my career prospects. My boss will get to know that he stammers. So, but these are the things which you have to do. Otherwise, there's no shortcut. I mean, as they say that the the most effective route out of a problem is through it. You have to go through this. Call it rites of passage or a fire ritual or whatever, walking on the burning embers, whichever way. But you have to do it. You have to confront your fears. And all of us, Amit, myself, Dipin, Yatharth, all of us are here to support you when you are walking on those burning embers in a test of faith. How strong is your faith in yourself? Are you a chui mui, touch me not kind of delicate plant, or are you someone tough, somebody who can deal with his own emotions and with his own fears? So these 5 weeks are geared to doing unusual things, things which normally frighten you. But believe me, you can do it because many people just like you have done TOPG in the past and they have also benefited by it. Their testimonies are all over TISA YouTube channel. So, so I believe all of you have already completed the first module, which was all about introductions. Introductions are the most challenging thing. Even now, sometimes when I meet someone, for a moment, I am at a loss. What should I say about myself? I'm not, why should I say myself I'm a doctor? Because I'm no more practicing as a doctor. So what do I do? So sometimes this happens that you are at a loss of words introducing yourself. And this problem becomes more complicated when you think you stammer. And stammering is a big, big obstacle in communication. When you have those ideas in your head, then introduction becomes even more difficult. But as you know, everything begins with introduction. Whether you join a company or whether you meet a beautiful girl or boy or whatever. And so introductions are very important. And congratulations that you have already completed this challenge. Introducing yourself in presence of someone, introducing yourself in a public space, and then putting all this up on YouTube. Congratulations. Let's give a big hand to everyone who has completed this challenge. And that is why you are here. Because you were able to do these first 4 videos, you completed this challenge. That is why you are here. And this journey is going to become a little bit more difficult as you go along. So now I will hand over to Dr. Amit. He will tell us more about why we ask you to do certain things, like why should you say to your wife or your friend or your mother or your boss that I sometimes stammer? Why is it important? It's almost like saying, गर्व से कहो हम हिंदू हैं. What is the need of saying that I am a Hindu or I am a stammerer? So he will explain these ideas. And second thing, he will also explain about role of desensitization. At the at the bottom of all these techniques and practices is desensitization, because we are so sensitive to our stammering that we will do anything to hide our stammering. We will do anything to postpone that moment of stammering by saying, let me think, because we are postponing that moment of difficulty because you are sensitive to it. You think that if I stammer, my world will collapse. Actually, what collapses is your inner imaginary self, your egoic self. That's the only thing which collapses. Your relationships, your work, your competence as a coder, all these things remains intact. But you have this idea that if I stammer, then all my professional life, my personal life will crash. So desensitization is something which is very important and which is at the base of everything which we do in TOPG. So Dr. Amit will tell you what is the evidence that desensitization actually works for stammerer. Because many of you may have come here with this idea that in TOPG I learned couple of techniques, couple of hacks, and then I'll be speaking smoothly with no reference to your inner state of mind. Desensitization work at that level, and evidence is there plenty. So I'm handing over to Dr. Amit Bajaj. And Dr. Amit, whenever you feel like sleeping, because I know it is late night there, whenever whenever you feel drowsy or you want to grab a cup of coffee, just log out and leave, because we'll be meeting every Sunday. Whenever you are free, you are always very welcome, and I also continue to learn from you. Thank you so much. Over to Dr. Amit.
Thank you, Dr. Sachin, for that wonderful overview and for the opportunity. So, नमस्कार. मैं हिंदी इंग्लिश मिली जुली बोलूँगा. मैं हकलाता हूँ और मैं इसीलिए मैंने स्पीच थेरेपी परसू की और मैं अभी नहीं, काफ़ी साल से एक्चुअली एक स्पीच थेरेपी प्रोग्राम में पढ़ा रहा हूँ। वहाँ पे मैं ग्रेजुएट कोर्स पढ़ाता हूँ एमरे के ऊपर, बहुत ऑन ऑन कैंपस, और मैंने ऑनलाइन कोर्स डेवलप किया है। तो ये मेरा फोकस है। और इस इस कनेक्शन से मैंने टीसा से मैं जुड़ा। मुझको कोई 5-6 साल हो गए अब, शायद। और इस टाइम में मैंने डॉक्टर सचिन के साथ कोलैबोरेट किया है। और जो भी प्रैक्टिसेस उन्होंने टीओपीजी में, या पहले जो उसको मूक बुलाया करते थे, जब उन प्रैक्टिसेस जो हैं, जब मैंने उसका करिकुलम देखा पहली बार, तो मुझको ये मालूम हुआ कि ये बहुत ही एविडेंस बेस्ड करिकुलम है, ये साइंटिफिक प्रिंसिपल्स पे आधारित है। और इन काफ़ी प्रिंसिपल्स की रिसर्च एविडेंस भी है कि ये इन प्रैक्टिसेस से हमारी क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ जो है बेहतर होती है जनरली। So the practices themselves in TOPG, in the TOPG tasks that you are going to be doing, are all very evidence-based. I can assure you that. In the sense that the program itself is based on principles that make a lot of sense in terms of how change works. So I want to ask you, I want to get some reactions from the room a little bit about what you want to get out of an experience like this in 5 weeks. It would be very useful to get some idea कि लोगों की expectations क्या हैं, कि 5 हफ्ते के बाद किस टाइप का चेंज देखना चाहते हैं आप। ये जान लीजिए कि हकलाने का कोई क्योर नहीं है अभी तक। और ये एक न्यूरोलॉजिकल कंडीशन है, जिसके उसके ऊपर बहुत ही साइकोलॉजिकल और सोशल ओवरलेज हैं। But fundamentally, it is a neurological condition. And so we don't have a cure for it. So given that we are going to be living with stammering probably for the foreseeable future, what expectations do we want to see? What little shift do we want to see, or whatever, in the next 5 weeks? Ashutosh.
Hello. Good
Hello.
morning, sir.
Good morning.
सर, मैं अकलाता हूँ और मैं जम्मू कश्मीर का हूँ। सो इन 5 हफ्तों में मैं अ, अपने हकलाने के डर के ऊपर विजय पाना चाहता हूँ। सर, थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।
Thank you. Thank you. Very good. Thank you. ये तो I'll just make a quick comment to what Ashutosh just said. I think he hit the nail right on the head that we spend a lot of time um, trying to be more fluent, which is, I think, very understandable, just given the fact that stammering is very variable. So क्योंकि stammering बहुत variable है, it signals to a lot of us that there is potential in the body for more fluent speech. So we keep trying to be more fluent. But in reality, what Ashutosh just said is, instead, if we shift our focus to how do we deal with the fear signal, we fundamentally change the question and change the game. How do we deal with the fear signal? So thank you, Ashutosh. और कोई कुछ कहना चाहता है? Yes,
रुद्र।
से।
ओ सर, ये गुड मॉर्निंग सर।
Good
सर
morning.
मतलब ये मेरा नाम रुद्र प्रताप सिंह है। तो मैं इन 5 वीक्स में चाहता हूँ कि भाई अभी मैं किसी से बातचीत में करूँ तो मेरे दिमाग में ये ना है कि मैं अगला गया तो क्या हुआ। वो जो कभी डिफिकल्ट सिचुएशंस के अंदर बात करने से पहले जो हेजिटेशन होती है, जो फियर होता है, जो एंजाइटी होती है, वो ना हो, और मैं किसी से भी मतलब बिना इतना सोचे समझे बात कर पाऊँ। और ये मैं हगला के भी बात करूँ, पर विदाउट फियर मैं आराम से बात कर पाऊँ।
ओके, थैंक यू, थैंक यू। वरुण।
हेलो,
हेलो।
गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन। अगले अगले 5 वीक में मैं से टीसा से ये सीखना चाहता हूँ कि अपनी हकलाने की स्पीड और मतलब अपने बोलने की स्पीड को कैसे कंट्रोल किया जाए, क्योंकि मेरा जो प्रॉब्लम है वो बोलने के बीच में एक मुझे पॉज काफी लेता हूँ। पॉज मतलब मैंने एक ब्लॉकेज आ जाता है तो फिर उसको सिर्फ मैं मैनेज करना सीखना चाहता हूँ। थैंक यू सर।
थैंक यू, थैंक यू। मैं दो तीन और लोगों से रिस्पांस ले लूंगा, उसके बाद आगे बढ़ते हैं। तो तीन तीन लोगों के हाथ ऊपर पर हैं। सिद्धार्थ, आशीष कुमार और सचिन चौधरी, इन दैट ऑर्डर। प्लीज गो अहेड सिद्धार्थ।
Yes, sir. So my expectation is that, yeah, sorry, so my expectation is that I want to become a good communicator. Like I have seen that there are many people in TISA who, despite having a stammerer, they do not hold back any situations, and they speak, right? So the same way, despite a stammering, I want to put my thoughts, and despite being judgmental about it. So that is my goal in this 5 week. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, I'm going to write down what you just said just now, Siddharth, as being maybe you want to reduce your avoidance behaviors. क्योंकि जो avoidance behaviors हम करते हैं to hold back the stammering, in the process hold us back from doing things, from saying things, from going to places, from talking to people. So that's the other really big area in our lives. Thank you. Ashish?
Yeah, good morning to all. मैं चाहता हूँ कि मेरे सामने अगर मैं कोई चीज बोलूँ तो एटलीस्ट आगे वाला मेरी बात समझ जाए, और स्पेशली स्पेशली जो हमारे चाहने वाले जो हमारे रिलेटिव है, एटलीस्ट जो हमारी बात समझ पाए, जो मैं उन्हें बताना चाहता हूँ।
थैंक यू आशीष। तो आशीष ने एक बहुत ही अंडरस्टैंडेबल चीज बताई है मेरे लिहाज से, कि वो जो स्टैमरिंग में जो इंटरफेरेंस जो क्रिएट करती है कॉन्वर्सेशन में, उसको कैसे कम कर सकते हैं। सो थैंक यू, एंड आई विल गो टू तीन लोग और, एंड देन विल मूव ऑन। सचिन, कोमल एंड अमदीप, इन दैट ऑर्डर।
हेलो, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल सभी को मेरा गुड मॉर्निंग। तो मेरी जो जो चीज मैं इम्प्रूव करना चाहता हूँ वो यही है कि जो जो सिचुएशन के साथ कॉन्फिडेंस लो हो जाता है, एंजाइटी हो जाती है, हेजिटेशन हो जाता है, तो वो चीज कम कर सकूं। और जो मतलब लोगों से बात करने पे जो फियर ऑफ जजमेंट आ जाता है, तो उन चीजों को कैसे कम कर सकूं मैं।
थैंक यू, थैंक यू। ओके, कुमार।
Hello everyone. Good morning. Myself Komal. I have a stammering issue. So in these 5 weeks, I wanted to handle the stammering situations. Like sometimes I stammer at the word, kind of that. So I want to handle this type of situation where I stammer starts with these letters, and I wanted some. I want to boost my confidence in these 5 weeks. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Kumar. And one last comment from Omdeep.
ओके सो हेलो एवरीवन, मेरा नाम ओमदीप कुमार है और मैं हकलाता हूँ। तो मेरी एक्सपेक्टेशन ये है इन 5 वीक्स में कि मैं नॉर्मल बात कर सकूँ। लाइक मतलब जो मैं बात रखना चाहता हूँ लोगों के सामने वो मैं इजीली रख सकूँ। उसमें चाहे मैं कोई भी टेक्निक हो या उसके उसके साथ या फिर किसी माइंडसेट के साथ। ठीक, तो यही मेरा एक्सपेक्टेशन है।
Okay, thank you, thank you. Okay, तो ये लोगों ने काफी ostensibly different गोल्स जो हैं अपने लिए और एक्सपेक्टेशंस अपने लिए एक्सप्रेस किए हैं, लेकिन उनमें काफ़ी कॉमनैलिटीज़ भी हैं। और जो कॉमनैलिटीज़ जो हैं, जो सामान्यता है इनमें, ये हम देख सकते हैं थ्रू द इमेज ऑफ एन आइसबर्ग। आप लोगों ने हम लोगों ने स्टैमरिंग आइसबर्ग का कॉन्सेप्ट सुना है? यस, गिव मी अ थम्स अप इफ यू हर्ड इट। ओके, कैन एनीबॉडी एक्सप्लेन इट? कोई वॉलंटियर करना चाहता है एक्सप्लेन करना? Yes, first hand went up was Ashutosh.
सर, स्टैमरिंग आइसबर्ग इज लाइक कि जो जो हिमखंड है उसका जो ऊपर का हेड जो दिखता है वो बहुत छोटा पार्ट है, बट उ उ उ उसके नीचे जो उसकी बॉडी है वो बहुत बड़ा हिस्सा है जो हमको नहीं दिखता है। बट मेन चीज़ें कि एंजाइटी, कि फियर, कि फियर ऑफ जजमेंट, ज़्यादा चीज़ें इमोशंस वो नीचे वाले पार्ट में है। सो वी हैव टू वर्क ऑन दोज पार्ट।
Yeah, so thank you. आपका explanation 100%. I just want to say कि ऊपर और नीचे का पार्ट जो है, ऊपर जो observable stammering behavior जो लोगों को दिखता है, जब हम हकलाते हैं जो लोगों को दिखता है, चाहे हम सिर हिला रहे हैं, ब्लॉक में जा रहे हैं, रेपिटेशन कर रहे हैं, प्रोलॉन्गेशन कर रहे हैं, कुछ भी कर रहे हैं, एफर्ट के साथ कर रहे हैं, कुछ नहीं कर रहे हैं, जो भी दिख रहा है लोगों को वो ऊपर का पार्ट है। और जो नीचे का पार्ट जो है वो तो अंदरूनी बात जो है, तो वो तो मूवी चल रही है अंदर। तो उस मूवी में जो ज्यादातर जो है, जो नेगेटिविटी जो होती है, उसको एड्रेस कैसे कर सकते हैं। और जो ऊपर का पार्ट है उसके जो फिजिकल जो स्ट्रगल है, जो संघर्ष है, जो फिजिकल जो संघर्ष है, जब हम पुश कर रहे हैं, अपनी बात कम्युनिकेट नहीं कर रहे क्योंकि मोटर टेंशन जो बुलाते हैं, जो हमारे को फिजिकल टेंशन ज़्यादा है, उसका लेवल ज़्यादा है, और वो एंड दैट्स नॉट कंड्यूसिव टू फ्लुएंट स्पीच। तो उसको हम कैसे ईज कर सकें। तो व्हाट आई वुड इनकरेज यू टू डू इज कि जो आप लोगों ने एक्सप्रेस किया है कि मैं 5 वीक्स में, 5 हफ्ते में कहाँ जाना कैसे क्या क्या एक्सपेक्टेशन है. It's a very good idea. I think it's very good to think about what we want to get out of this in the next 5 weeks. But I think the realistic expectation in my mind might be to think also about what is one change I can make in that direction. So rather than think कि 5 हफ्ते के बाद मैं यहाँ पे पहुंच जाऊंगा, think about इस 5 हफ्ते के गोल में मैं कितने स्टेप्स लिए हैं मैंने, कितने डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ स्टेप्स लिए हैं, और वो जो स्टेप्स जो आप लेंगे वो ब्रॉडली कोर टास्क हैं, टीओपीजी के कोर टास्क हैं. एक टास्क तो आपने किया है, मुझे अपने आप को इंट्रोड्यूस करना. लेकिन जो है, मैं एक पॉइंट जो जो डॉक्टर सचिन ने बताया, मैं उसको थोड़ा सा एको करना चाहता था, थोड़ा एम्फसाइज करना चाहता था. तो ये पॉइंट है कंसिस्टेंट प्रैक्टिस का. तो हम कंसिस्टेंट प्रैक्टिस को रेगुलरली मानते हैं कि ठीक है, अगर हम अपनी अपनी हकलाहट में कम संघर्ष करना चाहते हैं, आगे बढ़ना चाहते हैं, तो कैसे कौन सी टेक्निक है जो कभी कभी इस्तेमाल हो जाएंगी और कभी कभी हम उसको रेगुलरली प्रैक्टिस कर सकें, कि ताकि हम थोड़ा कंफर्टेबल फील करें कि किस जगह पे ये टेक्निक में यूज़ कर सकूं. If you want to go there, not everybody wants to do different things with their speech, but if you want to go there, that's one way. The other type of practice is practicing acceptance. Or acceptance is a big value in TISA. Or we'll be talking about acceptance pretty much all the way through. But these tasks that are given, these जो core tasks जो हैं, जो आपके लिए डिज़ाइन किए गए हैं, ये इनकी जो रिलेशनशिप है, एक्सेप्टेंस है, वो बाई डायरेक्शनल रिलेशनशिप है. एक थोड़ी सी लेवल ऑफ एक्सेप्टेंस होनी चाहिए अपने हकलाहट के ऊपर, ताकि हम टास्क अटेम्प्ट कर सकें. और जितने हम टास्क अटेम्प्ट करेंगे और जितने एफिशिएंसी टास्क अटेम्प्ट करेंगे, तो हमारा एक्सेप्टेंस लेवल भी ज़्यादा बढ़ेगा. So think of these as acceptance practices. जब हम बताएंगे कि रीज़न क्या है कि अपनी स्टैम्परिंग को सेल्फ को डिस्क्लोज करना, रीज़न क्या है कि हम थोड़ी सी वॉलंटरी स्टैम्परिंग के साथ एक्सपेरिमेंट करें, जैसे कि अब मैं कर रहा हूँ फुल आई कांटेक्ट के साथ, ताकि हम एक्सपीरियंस कर सकें कि हकलाहट जो है, this not always associated with helplessness. You can actually manage your stammering and also self-disclose at the same time. So there's a lot of to be said about these challenging tasks. As I also want to echo what Dr. Sajjan said, that it's going to be challenging. ये challenging task हैं. इसलिए consistent practice करने के लिए मैं एक थोड़ा सा एक document है जो मैं डालना चाहता हूँ चैट में. Or let's open up the document, and it says unable to send file due to administration restrictions. Can I send it to you, Dipin?
Yeah, sure.
Um,
Although I made you a co-host, you should be able to do that. But okay, in the meanwhile, you can share it with me. Yeah.
Yeah, let me put it. Okay. But while I'm sharing the file with Pippin, I want to just talk through what is in the file very, very quickly. So and you can start thinking about it as I then take a 2-minute break, and I'll share the file with him, and then we can go from there. Okay. तो कंसिस्टेंट प्रैक्टिस का मतलब ये भी हो सकता है कि हम ऐसी स्ट्रेटेजिकली प्रैक्टिस करें ताकि उसके थोड़े इफेक्ट जो है हम ज़्यादा लाइक्लीहुड है उसका देख सकें. तो इसका मतलब ये है कि हमको सोचना होगा कि हमारे लाइफ में कौन सी सिचुएशंस जो हैं वो थोड़ी सी ज़्यादा आसान है, जहां हमको बोलने में ज़्यादा आसानी होती है, And it's typically some combination of people, places, and topics. You just think about it that way to come up with an easy list. कि किन लोगों के साथ मुझको ज़्यादा आसानी महसूस होती है, चाहे वो आसानी ये हो कि मैं बहुत थकलाता हूँ लेकिन मुझको कोई परवाह नहीं है। ये भी हो सकता है कि मैं यहाँ पे कम हकलाता हूँ, जस्ट ऑटोमेटिकली कम हकलाता हूँ, मैं अवॉइड नहीं करता लेकिन मैं ऑटोमेटिकली इस पर्सन के साथ कम हकलाता हूँ, या मैं ज़्यादा हकलाता हूँ लेकिन कुछ कोई आई एम नॉट सेंसिटिव टू इट। ठीक है, गुड। सो वी कैन बी कंफर्टेबल इन डिफरेंट सिचुएशंस फॉर डिफरेंट रीजंस। Okay, let me go ahead and see if I can upload the file now. Unable to send file due to administration restrictions. So I'll send it to you just now. So why don't we take a 2-minute break, guys, if that's possible. Let's take a 2-minute break because we've been chatting for a while. Let's take a 2-minute break. I'll find the file, I'll send it to Dipin and we can get going. लेकिन in these 2 minutes, 2 मिनट के break में आप थोड़ा सा सोचिए कि कौन सी situations हैं, कौन से लोग हैं जो मैं 5 हफ्ते के लिए रिक्रूट कर सकूं, जो मेरे कम्युनिकेशन पार्टनर बन सकते हैं। मुझको थोड़े से अपनी कम्युनिकेशन स्पीच के साथ रिस्क लेने हैं, एक्सपेरिमेंट करना है। तो इस मेरे कंफर्ट जोन में कौन है? एंड दैट माइट बी बिकॉज जैसे हम जाते हैं हकलात, programming is not something you can work in a closet, make changes and think they're going to work in the real world. It doesn't work like that. If it was that easy, um, life would have been different. Okay, so I'm going to just make a list. So your 2 मिनट की ब्रेक है और इसमें हमारा चार्ज ये है कि हम थोड़ा सा लिखेंगे, चाहे नैरेटिव फॉर्म में लिखना है, चाहे लिस्ट बनानी है, कि कौन सी सिचुएशन हमारे लिए थोड़ी सी आसान है जिसमें प्रैक्टिस मैं आसानी से कर सकूं इन 5 हफ्ते में। ओके, लेट्स टेक a 2-minute break.
If you guys want, then you can also share those names or those people or situation in the group also. I have shared mine, for example. मैंने आप लोग एग्जाम्पल के लिए अपनी लिस्ट शेयर की है, आप लोग चाहें तो ग्रुप में अपनी अपनी लिस्ट भी भेज सकते हैं।
थैंक यू दिपिन। मैंने एक्चुअली तुमको ईमेल भेज दी है, तो
Okay,
you'll see the email there. Yeah, you'll see the file.
yes, I got it. Okay, I have downloaded it. I'll be adding the file in the group now. Mm, Oh, even I'm getting the same challenge. Unable to send file due to admin restrictions.
Hmm.
Let me see where can I remove those restrictions.
So while Vipin is looking into this, I think it's enough for us to get going, because in that file you will also see, I'll give you a bit of an overview, and if the file opens up, then we can go into a shared screen format. But let me just utilize the time a little. So यहाँ पे
Okay,
जो है कि then the next level is कि okay, these situations are not comfortable for me. Next level is, like, if you think about gamification. Next level क्या है? Next level है कि these situations are more challenging for me, but they are doable. I can see myself at some point in the not so distant future. Yeah, thank you, Dipin. हाँ, so this is speaking challenge ladder, and typically this is sort of a page out of speech therapy, क्योंकि कोई भी क्लाइंट के साथ जब हम काम करते हैं ज़्यादातर, तो हम टाइम स्पेंड करते हैं ये डिटरमिन करने के लिए उनके लिए कि उनके सेफ जोन में क्या है, कौन कौन लोग, सिचुएशन है, एनवायरमेंट फैक्टर्स इज एवरीथिंग। लोग, जगह, टॉपिक्स, और इस इंटरनल रिस्पांस, तो इन सिचुएशंस में हमारा इंटरनल रिस्पांस क्या है। तो यहाँ पे बायोलॉजिकल टर्म्स में लिखा हुआ है कि देयर इज लो फिजियोलॉजिकल अराउजल, बॉडी जनरली फील्स रिलैक्स्ड एंड द वर्क फील्स विद इन करंट कैपेसिटी। कि जो भी काम हम करने जा रहे हैं, रिस्क लेने जा रहे हैं, किसी को बताने जा रहे हैं कि मैं हकलाता हूँ, कोई स्टैमरिंग इंटरव्यू करने जा रहे हैं, वो हमारे सेफ जोन में है, वो लगता है हम कर लेंगे, हमारी करंट कैपेसिटी में है। उसके आगे जाते हैं स्ट्रेच जोन में, और यहाँ पे क्या है कि यहाँ चैलेंज ज़्यादा है, लेकिन हो जाएगा। थोड़ा सा अगर मैंने पुश किया तो हो भी जाएगा। Thank you. Very good. So you people are coming up with lots of very good ideas for comfort zone. Excellent. Okay, so back to the stretch. So if you look at it in C terms, one is a comfort, next is a challenge, third is a crisis. So we won't talk about crisis. अगर आपको लिखना है तो आप लिख लीजिए, लेकिन my hope is that हम, क्योंकि हमारी जो कैपेसिटी है अलग अलग है, हम डिफरेंट डिफरेंट स्टेजेस पे हैं लाइफ पे, डिफरेंट डिफरेंट स्टेजेस अपनी जर्नी में हैं, तो हमें सोचना चाहिए कि हमारी मेरी रियलिस्टिक एक्सपेक्टेशन क्या हो सकती है। मैं कंफर्ट जोन को जान सकता हूँ, वहाँ पे ज़्यादा प्रैक्टिस कर सकता हूँ, एंड मे बी दैट इज़ द एक्सटेंट ऑफ माई 5 weeks, एंड दैट मे बी परफेक्ट। Evan, do you want to stop sharing the screen? Because just like an iceberg is unique, मेरा आइसबर्ग जो है वो यूनिक है, ध्रुव का आइसबर्ग यूनिक है, दिपिन का आइसबर्ग यूनिक है, certainly overlapping things, but also uniqueness भी ज़्यादा है। तो why should we expect that our goals and our capacities to achieve those goals are going to be the same? So I would encourage us to think about कि मेरे कंफर्ट जोन में क्या है, और मैं जो भी टास्क जो मैं कर रहा हूँ वो ज़्यादातर मैं कंफर्ट जोन में करना चाहता हूँ। If I'm new, if I'm shy, if I'm covert, if I've been hiding for a very long time, अगर मैं छुपाता रहा हूँ, तो मे बी कंफर्ट जोन में थोड़ा खेलना जो है मुझको, that is my 5 week challenge. And for some of us who have maybe are different places in our journeys, maybe we want to push ourselves a little bit more. It's very individual and it's very customized, and TOPG allows for all of that. And to make all of that happen, TISA we have excellent volunteers who are going to be your facilitators that are going to help you one-on-one basis पे, और extra practice session के basis पे, कि आप जो है ये जो behaviors जो हैं थोड़ा सा उनको उनका exposure जो है अपने लिए थोड़ा आसान कैसे बना सकते हैं। बट आई थिंक द फर्स्ट स्टेप विल बी टू come up with your safe zones and your stretch zones. And this is not something कि आपको अभी लिखना है and this is the final list. One of the things I will also recommend कि इन 5 हफ्तों में आप थोड़ी सी जर्नलिंग कीजिए, क्योंकि journaling is a very good idea. It's also an evidence-based practice. Whenever we're going through a change process, developing a reflective practice where we think about what we're doing, our experiences, and jot it down makes it very real for us. Lots of people say very wonderful things about journaling. I certainly have been doing it for many years in one form or another, with some regularity. So my recommendation would be to write down what our expectations are, and to also write down कि इस expectation जो है मेरी, इस ये TOPG जो है, ये मैकेनिज्म है, इसके द्वारा जो है मैं इस एक्सपेक्टेशन की ओर जा रहा हूँ, और 5 हफ्ते में कि मैं कौन से स्टेप ले सकता हूँ, कितने स्टेप ले सकता हूँ, किस जोन में ले सकता हूँ. नाउ दिस बिकम सिस्टमैटिक. I've said a lot. Anybody? किसी को कोई सवाल, किसी को कोई comment? Okay. Epin, you want to take it from here?
Yep, sure. Um, I just want I just had a small feedback. जब मैंने अपनी स्टैमरिंग जर्नी स्टार्ट की थी, तो मुझे ये नहीं पता था कि वेयर शुड आई स्टार्ट फ्रॉम, स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट क्या होगा और स्ट्रक्चर क्या होना चाहिए. तो यहाँ पे जितने भी लोग मौजूद हैं, आई थिंक आप सब लोगों के पास में एक अपॉर्चुनिटी है कि टीओपीजी और टीओपीजी के साथ साथ जो डॉक्टर सचिन, डॉक्टर अमित डॉक्टर अमित, अभी आप बोलते हुए मेरी सांस उखड़ने लगी थी, तो दोबारा से मैंने सांस लेके बोला, थोड़ा आराम से बोल पाया. तो टीयूपीजी के माध्यम से हमारे पास एक स्ट्रक्चर है. तो ऑल द पीपल हु अंडरस्टैंड इन इंग्लिश, with the help of TOPG, now we have a starting point and a structure which can help us in our stammering journey. जैसा कि डॉक्टर अमित just said, we can identify our expectations for the next 5 weeks, and then we can also identify on how many steps we can take through TOPG over the next 5 weeks through the TOPG. So yeah, now the floor is open for the people. If you have got any questions, बहुत सारे लोग ऐसे भी होंगे जिनको हिंदी में ज़्यादा कंफर्टेबल होगा, तो हिंदी या इंग्लिश जिस भी भाषा में आप लोग अपने अपने सवाल पूछना चाहते हैं, प्लीज फील फ्री. उसके बाद आई विल हैंड ओवर द स्टेज टू सचिन. डॉक्टर सचिन, you want to say something? Yes.
May I request Shreya to share her expectations from this course? Shreya has just joined.
Yes, so hello, good morning, everyone. My expectation from just to give the participants some context, I used to be a very active volunteer at TISA, and I also used to host these TOPG sessions at a previous point of time, and I realized that these sessions, constant participation, making videos really helped me in terms of coping with my stammering. I was able to again, I'm aware of the fact that stammering can't be completely removed, but I would stammer in a more controlled manner that would make me easier. That would make it easier for me to speak as well as the other person to li- listen to me. I would stammer, but I would stammer in a very emotionally neutral manner. And I think that really helped me in terms of my confidence and other aspects. So I have joined this course again to regain that confident confidence in terms of applying the speech techniques and to s- uh, to handle the social aspect of speech in a better manner.
Thank you, Shreya. Thank you very much. Over to Varun.
Thank you.
Varun.
थैंक यू सर. सर, मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि ये जर्नलिंग की टेक्निक मतलब ये क्या है, इसके बारे में अब आप मुझे बता सकते हैं क्या? ये मेरा क्वेश्चन था.
नीतू ऑलरेडी जर्नलिंग कर रही हैं, तो मैं उनसे बोलूँगा कि वो संक्षेप में बताएं कि जर्नलिंग क्या है, क्या फ़ायदा होता है उससे। नीतू, नीतू आर यू देयर? आपने यहाँ पे मैसेज छोड़ा है कि आई एम डूइंग जर्नलिंग एज वेल फ्रॉम फ्यू मंथ्स। ओके, तो मैं बताता हूँ। जर्नलिंग का मतलब ये है कि आप एक,
हेलो सर।
हाँ हाँ, बोलिए बोलिए नीतू, बोलिए।
सॉरी सर, एक्चुअली मैं फोन से ना ऑपरेट कर रही हूँ और मेरे फोन में शायद कुछ इशू है, वो
कोई
कुछ
बात नहीं,
ऑप्शन से ना ये नहीं है।
कोई बात नहीं।
सर मुझे वैसे ना आपने ही कहा था कि मतलब ये है जर्नलिंग ना करने से काफी हेल्प मिलती है, और डॉक्टर श्वेता ने मतलब ने मुझे इसमें इसमें गाइड भी किया, और मैंने अपने अंदर मतलब ये चेंजेस देखे हैं कि वैसे अगर सिचुएशन है सेम भी होती है, मतलब कोई टफ सिचुएशन भी होती है जब मैं डाउन फील करती हूँ, पर मैं अ, अब वैसा रिएक्ट नहीं करती जैसा मैं पहले करती थी 2 महीने पहले। तो मुझे मतलब कि जब हम लोग ना हर दिन कोई 3 या फिर 4 अच्छी चीजें जो हमारे साथ हुई हैं वो हम नोट डाउन करते हैं, और आज दिन भर में हम क्या करने वाले हैं, 2 या 3 जो मतलब कि हमारे ये इम्पोर्टेंट काम होते हैं, वो अगर हम लोग पहले ही है डिसाइड कर लेते हैं, तो मैं पूरे दिन भर के लिए मतलब कि मेरा माइंडसेट है ना क्लियर होता है कि मुझे आज ये काम करने हैं, और और जब मैं वो काम कर लेती हूँ तो मुझे वो फिर मुझे एक एक अच्छा है ना फील भी होता है। तो मेरा रूटीन
अ,
एक सेट हो गया।
बहुत बढ़िया नीतू, थैंक यू सो मच, एकदम सही बताया आपने। तो वरुण, आपको जवाब मिल गया ना?
यस, यस, नॉट कम्प्लीटली बट एक आइडिया आ गया।
ठीक है, तो थोड़ा मैं भी बता दूं इसमें कि जर्नल का मतलब ये है कि
ओके सर।
आप एक डायरी रखते हैं, या आपके लैपटॉप पे एक गूगल डॉक्यूमेंट भी हो सकता है जिसको आप अपने सेल फोन पे भी एक्सेस कर पा रहे हैं, लैपटॉप पे भी एक्सेस कर पा रहे हैं कहीं से भी। और उसमें आप रोज़ लिखते हैं कुछ बातें, जैसे जैसे कि नीतू ने कहा कि अ, पिछले दिन में कुछ अच्छी बातें हुई हैं जिनके लिए आप आभार व्यक्त करना चाहते हैं, ग्रेटिट्यूड। तो ऐसी 3 बातें आप लिख सकते हैं। इसके अलावा आप ये भी लिख सकते हैं कि अच्छा, आज मेरे को ये 2 काम करने हैं। तो ये इसको हम कहते हैं संकल्प, यानी एक संकल्प लेना कि आज मेरे को किसी भी हालत में उस ईमेल का जवाब देना है जो 7 दिन से पेंडिंग पड़ी है। तो जब आप ऐसे सोचते हैं और लिखते हैं तो आपका संकल्प पक्का हो जाता है, और तब आप ज़रूर शाम तक वो काम निपटा देते हैं। ये लिख सकते हैं। तो सबसे बड़ी बात यह है कि जर्नलिंग में सिर्फ एक इवेंट्स का एक रिकॉर्ड ना हो कि आज ऐसा हुआ, आज ऐसा हुआ, आज ऐसा हुआ, बल्कि उसके साथ आपकी जुड़ी हुई फीलिंग्स हैं उनको भी बयान करना चाहिए कि आज बॉस ने मेरे को ऐसा बोला, मुझे बहुत बुरा लगा, या उस बच्चे ने मेरे को ऐसे हाथ हिलाया, मुझे बड़ी खुशी हुई। तो अपनी फीलिंग्स को भी उसमें बयान करें, फीलिंग्स को लिखें कि मुझे इस चीज़ से बड़ी चिढ़ होती है, चिढ़, या इस चीज़ पे मुझे बहुत नफ़रत है, या ये मुझे अच्छा लगा। और ये भावनाएं जब आप डायरी में लिखते हैं तो आपका अंदर का दिमाग साफ होने लगता है। अन्य शब्दों में, जर्नलिंग इज लाइक ए मेंटल हाइजीन प्रैक्टिस। इसके अलावा बहुत सी जानकारी ऑनलाइन उपलब्ध है, बहुत से अच्छे एग्जाम्पल्स उपलब्ध हैं। कुछ जगह पे प्रॉम्प्ट्स भी हैं कि रोज़ सुबह आप इन 3 सवालों के जवाब लिखो अपनी डायरी में, वो भी आप कर सकते हैं। तो ऐसी बहुत सी चीज़ें जो आप कर सकते हैं, आप ट्राई करके देखना। करेंगे तब आपको समझ में आएगा कि हाँ, इससे फ़ायदा हो रहा है, नहीं हो रहा है, मैं और क्या कर सकता हूँ। थैंक यू। और कोई सवाल
ओके
और कोई
सर, थैंक यू।
फीडबैक? वेलकम वरुण। और कोई किसी का फीडबैक या सवाल? हाँ, डॉक्टर अमित
हाँ,
वांट टू से समथिंग।
I want to
Yes,
just
please,
add one quick thing on this note about the journaling. So
please.
there are all kinds of prompts that we can use. Prompts जैसे कि Dr. Srivastava ने भी बताया कि all these prompts about like things we want to do and all that stuff, and that's certainly very much part of keeping a record of our reflections on things. लेकिन ये भी हो सकता है कि आपकी prompt जो है communication specific हो. So for example, one of the prompts we can think about for the next 5 weeks is on a daily basis, हर दिन थोड़ा reflect कीजिए कि what were some notable moments with my communication today? And what did I think about them and what did I feel? That's a very specific prompt, but it's also now notable. Notable just means it's a standout moment. It can be positive, it can be negative. And जैसे कि there were lots of examples from what Dr. Sachin said, like somebody laughed at me today. ठीक है, let me write that down. Let me become aware of it. At least we are expressing it. First step to dealing with something is just to like get it out there. It could be something very positive, and positive doesn't have to do necessarily with being more fluent. It could also be that I didn't avoid this thing I wanted to avoid, and I didn't avoid. I really did not want to voluntarily stutter. I really did not want to do that, but I forced myself to do it because I had committed that I would do it. But I did it in a slightly lower level, like a slightly more comfort zone, but I did it. Good. That's another journal entry. You could also write the words on this. Yes, that is also another thing. It's like, what are some words that are difficult for me? What are some sounds that are difficult for me? कहाँ पे मुझको संघर्ष ज़्यादा होता है, कहाँ पे कम होता है. Even ये comfort zone की जो hierarchy है, that is a journaling exercise. Think of it as a prompt. What is in my comfort zone? What is in my stress zone? और ये जो चीजें हैं, this is nothing. I mean, you don't. It's not a one and done thing. कि एक बार मैंने कर लिया, लिख लिया, देख लिया, रिव्यू कर लिया, I stand behind it and I move on. We keep coming back to it. It's an open list. और हमको महसूस होगा कि हम जब लिख भी रहे हैं, ये लिस्ट लिख रहे हैं कि मेरे कंफर्ट जोन में क्या है, मेरे स्ट्रेस जोन में क्या है, कि ये लाइंस जो हैं ये पोरस लाइंस हैं. These are permeable zones. That itself is a very empowering thought to a lot of us. So that's all I wanted to add. You can also think about specific prompts which are about communication. Dr. Sachin?
I just wanted to add this thing that if you are writing a journal consistently over a long period of time, it becomes a record of your journey up and down. After 3 months, after 6 months, you can actually see, okay, I've changed a lot, I've progressed a lot. In absence of a data like this, you never know, am I improving? Am I going up? Am I going down? No idea. And sometimes, logging your everyday activity, especially your thoughts, can tell you where you are making mistake. I mean, many of you are computer experts, I assume. You all know that when computer hangs, or something else happens, invariably it generates a log which goes into the dump. Dipin, am I right?
Yes, sir. Crash log.
And your computer expert friend will say, let me look at the dump files. Okay, so this is what you did, and then this is why your computer hanged. Maybe you need to increase RAM or something like this, he will tell you. So the way you utilize a log in computer environment, it is in the same way in your journey. If you've got a journaling practice, you will be able to know what are the things which I need to improve upon. And the best thing is you will know how much change you have covered. Otherwise, many people say, I've been in TISA for last 5 years. I don't see any change. I'm still stammering. They are saying like this because they don't journal. So that's all I wanted to add. And one last thing, acha, yeah, Ashutosh is raising his hand. Go on, Ashutosh.
Sir, what is the optimum time of the day to judge a journal?
I
Like
think it's
morning
entirely
or
up
evening?
to your it's entirely up to you and your lifestyle and your life circumstances. If you are busy during the day, you can do it in the morning. If you're not a morning person, if you don't get up early in the morning, if you work late and get up rather late, then maybe you can do it in the evening. Any time you can fix any time, but that time should be consistent. If you are journaling in the evening, then make it a point that every evening you open your journal and type fatafat 7 8 lines and then get busy with your life. So whenever you do it, be consistent. And normally, of course, many of us do it in the morning because morning time is a totally undisturbed space. There's no
Yeah.
phone call, nothing. You can just get up and start writing.
Yeah, the consistency that Dr. Sachin is talking about to me is also multifaceted concept. So one concept is ki, you journal every day at a certain time in the evening. The other thing is let's be consistent with the practice itself. So one other way to journal is actually to answer Ashutosh's question is also to carry a journal with you. So if you're using a prompt like notable moments in my speech, you can't wait too long. You have to write them down when they happen. And that is also a recipe for more continual engagement. The more we continue to engage with the journal, the more we stay engaged with the program. Through that, we stay engaged with the program. So the consistency can also be interpreted as I'm not doing it at any one particular time in the day, but I'm doing it every day and I'm carrying this with me. And these are the 2 or 3 prompts I'm asking. ChatGPT will give you all kinds of you ask Chat GPT what could be some initial prompts if I want to move my goal, if I want to move towards this goal. He'll give you some prompts and then you can work with them. You can all work with them. But it's an individual process. We can only direct it so much. So my recommendation would be practice with different types of things. Yeah, so that quote over there is from this famous American philosopher. We don't learn from experience, we learn from reflecting on our experience. Uh, because as Dr. Srivastava said, it's like you can be in TISA for a very long time, but have very hazy memories, which you can also make those records permanent and portable by writing them. Acha, by the way, journaling doesn't always have to be writing. जर्नलिंग कैन बी एन ऑडियो जर्नल अगर आपको ऑडियो जर्नल ज़्यादा अच्छी लगती है वर्बली अपने आप को रिकॉर्ड करना ज़्यादा अच्छा लगता है या यूट्यूब के ऊपर डालना कुछ एंट्रीज अगर अच्छा लगता है दैट्स अनदर वे टू कम आउट राइट another kind of coming out so you can do a video journal, you can do an audio journal with the phone हमारे पास it's like a second, it's like a limb now. We can't do without it. So the phone is with us the whole time. We can always do an audio entry anytime. Anyway, I just wanted us to also think about consistency in different ways.
I just want to add one thing. If anybody wants to um, feed to get feedback on their journaling, you can always share your journal, especially if it is online journal, a Google Doc. You can share it with Dr. Amit or myself or Dipin. We can always read and give you feedback, only if you want to. Otherwise, it's entirely your private thing. And I just want to ask one more thing. Is there anybody who's actually doing journaling other than Neetu, who wants to share a couple of benefits he has noticed? Anybody else who is doing journaling consistently? Is Dhruv around? Dipin has been doing journaling, so we can ask Dipin. Dipin, how has it benefited you?
Said two things. Verb, for verb one, as you already said, every time I feel like my system is hanging. So it helps me to vent out. If I don't have anyone else to share, then um, journaling is my way to vent out my feelings. One, two is it also helps me to identify my thoughts and feelings, because the moment I put them down on a paper, I'm able to look at them in a more neutral way.
That's a very wonderful observation and very accurate observation. And there is evidence for this also. It's scientifically backed that the moment you write down things, in fact, some psychologists believe that the act of manually writing also engages with your brain in a different way. And then you engage with your experience in a different way. So what Deepin said is very correct, that you are able to see things very objectively. So if you write down about the big block which you had with your boss the other day, if you write it down, you'll find that your emotions are calming down. You are able to look at that incident more objectively, and gradually that stigma and sensitivity starts weakening, starts going out. Anybody else who does journaling? Otherwise, we'll go back to Dr. Amit for his next idea. Okay, back to Amit. Unmute.
So my I think I'll it's यहाँ पे ईस्ट कोस्ट, मैं ऑस्टिन में रहता हूँ, तो यहाँ पे ईस्ट कोस्ट में it's about 11:35 in the at night, तो I should be going to bed soon. लेकिन मैं एक छोटी सी पॉइंट और डालना चाहता था in terms of something very concrete, कि हम एक्सेप्टेंस को एक माइंडसेट बुलाते हैं, एंड दैट माइंडसेट इज आल्सो अ प्रैक्टिस, and the practice becomes the mindset. It strengthens the mindset, and the mindset then strengthens the practice. All of this stuff goes together. तो हमारे पास अगर एक स्ट्रैटेजी है, कि मैं इस हफ्ते में 2 लोगों के साथ स्टैमरिंग इंटरव्यू करूंगा, एक पर्सन के साथ वॉलंटरी स्टैमरिंग करूंगा कंफर्ट जोन में, उसको रिकॉर्ड करके यूट्यूब पे डालूंगा, और उसके ऊपर थोड़ा सा रिफ्लेक्शन करूंगा अपनी जर्नल में. That is a pretty sizable good week if you can do that. We should feel very good about it. And I think what I've just described here is based on experimentation. If there's one mindset, एक mindset अगर हम डेवलप कर सकते हैं नेक्स्ट 5 वीक्स के लिए, कि मैं किस टाइप की एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन कर सकता हूँ अपने अपने हकलाने के अनुभव के साथ. In what ways can I experiment? And I think there is, the program is designed for systematic desensitization. So when you put those together, you can describe it as sensitive desensitization or systematic desensitization through strategic experimentation. Because it should not be haphazard experimentation. इसीलिए ये comfort zone hierarchy बहुत important है. This gives us safe exposure. That's a strategy. So thinking very seriously about what is in our comfort zone and what kind of changes. And I think all this rests on the fact that the more risks we can take with our speech, with our experience, that still feel tolerable, that still feels safe, that still feel doable, the more likely we might see some changes. All right, I'm going to end it there, guys. थैंक यू, आपसे मिलके बहुत खुशी हुई. आई एम होपिंग टू इंटरैक्ट विद यू. I'll be there every other Saturday. I mean Sunday morning to Saturday night. So next time I'll see you is 2 weeks from now. But me and Dr. Sachin and the whole team, Dipin, Yatharth, Dhruv, Vidya, Arjun, and I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody.
Naresh,
But
Bhupinder.
okay. So the new people who are also joining us this in this iteration. So all the best with everything, and I will see you in a couple of weeks.
Thank you,
Bye,
Dr.
everybody.
Amit. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Okay, guys, so now we will talk about what you're going to cover in the next module. So does anyone know what we are going to cover in the next module? Please raise your hand if you know. Module 2, what is it about? मॉड्यूल 1 तो आपने कवर कर लिया, आपने इंट्रोडक्शन वीडियो बना लिए. अब मॉड्यूल 2 में आप क्या करने जा रहे हैं, कुछ मालूम है किसी को? नहीं मालूम. आपके आपको आप लोगों को लिंक दिया गया था मूक का ना, तो कभी कभी वहाँ भी घूम आया करो, देखो उस मूक पे क्या क्या दिया हुआ है. वहाँ पे सब दिया हुआ है कि मॉड्यूल 1 में क्या है, मॉड्यूल 2 में क्या है, मॉड्यूल 3 में क्या है. तो मॉड्यूल 2 में हम टेक्निक्स की बात कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि हम चाहते हैं कि टेक्निक को हम जल्दी बताना शुरू कर दें ताकि आप उसको अगले 5 हफ्ते तक यूज़ करें. क्योंकि अगर आप यूज़ नहीं करेंगे तो टेक्निक कभी भी आपकी अपनी नहीं होगी. It's almost like a ATM card which you have not received because it is lying in the post office or with the bank. So ATM card which is lying in the bank is of no use to you. In the same way, a technique which we have only heard about, read about, but not used is no good to you. तो पहली टेक्निक है बाउंसिंग, दूसरी है प्रोलॉन्गेशन. तो इसको आज हम प्रैक्टिस करेंगे ब्रेकआउट रूम में. थोड़ी देर में हम लोग ब्रेकआउट रूम में जाएंगे, 2 2 3 3 4 के समूहों में, और इसको प्रैक्टिस करेंगे. इज एनी वन हु डजंट अंडरस्टैंड हिंदी एट ऑल? इज एनीबडी फ्रॉम नॉन हिंदी स्पीकिंग रीजन? प्लीज रेज योर हैंड so that accordingly I'll make sure that I don't slip into Hindi even accidentally. Okay, it seems everybody understands Hindi. Ashwin. Ashwin, please tell me about yourself a little bit. Which state are you from?
Yeah, hi. My name is Ashwin and I'm from Kerala.
Okay, good. So थोड़ा
Yeah,
बहुत
great.
मलयालम सीखना पड़ूंगा.
Yeah,
So,
sure. Yeah.
so all of us will practice a little bit of bouncing first here, and then we will go back into the breakout rooms. For the breakout room, Dipin, think how many groups should we make? Because I want, if there are 4 or 5 people here who are good with bouncing, then we can make 4 or 5 group, so that every group will have one person with that. So maybe in the meantime, Dipin, you can start dividing the group and they start deciding that in one group Naresh can be there, one group you can take if you are hanging around, and another group can be taken by other people, anybody else who knows bouncing very well. Like Monu Chauhan can take one group, he has done a lot of bouncing. And so you can decide the groups. So in the meantime, I will request everyone to bounce on their name exactly the same way as Naresh Parihar does. Naresh Parihar, are you here? Naresh.
Yes, sir. I am
हाँ,
here.
yes,
Okay.
ऐसे अनुभवी
Good
लोग की
morning.
बहुत ज़रूरत है. So Naresh is going to bounce on his name, only name, and then everyone has to do exactly same way. Go on, Naresh. Demonstrate bouncing technique on your name.
N, N, Naresh.
बहुत बढ़िया. So now everyone will do that. Arshad, your turn.
My name is Arshad.
Very good. Monu Chauhan.
मोनू चौहान.
Thank you. Thank you. Saurabh.
Yes, sir. My name is Saurabh.
Suppose you say Saurabh. Will that be easier
Yes, sir, it will be easier. My name is
Try.
Saurabh.
Thank you. Rajnikant, Dr. Rajnikant.
Rajnikant Rathod.
Very good. Now, Ashwin.
Hi, my name is Shwet.
Okay, next person, Varun.
Yes. My name is Varun.
Okay. Komal.
कोमल.
वेरी गुड कोमल, बहुत बढ़िया. नीतू सिंह. नीतू, आर यू देयर? ओके, सोफिया.
Sophia.
वेरी गुड. श्रेया.
Shreya.
जया गुप्ता.
ज ज ज ज जया.
थोड़ा सा स्लो करिएगा. ज ज जया. क्योंकि जल्दी, इफ यू डू इट फास्ट देन इट विल बिकम ए स्टैमरिंग एपिसोड. If you say then it will become Jaya. So in order to counter that tendency, we recommend that when you are learning bouncing, do it very slowly with full control, so that it doesn't become a stammering event. Try once again, Jaya.
Yes, sir. ज ज ज ज जया.
That was perfect. Very good. Naveen Raj.
My name is Naveen Raj.
Vicky. Vicky. थोड़ा जोर से करेंगे, a little loudly.
Vinesh.
Thank you so much. Very good. Ishan Ruparel.
E E E Isha.
Okay. Ishan, in the last E, you had a little difficulty. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So there you should use another technique called prolongation. In fact, you can combine both bouncing and prolongation. So initially you will bounce 3-4 times, and then before saying Ishan, you will prolong Ishan, E sound. So it should sound like this. My name is E E E Ishan. Ishan, like this. Try once again.
Got it. E E E Isha.
Perfect, very good. Now we will try some prolongation on our names, starting with Arshad. Only name with prolongation.
Arshad.
Perfect. Now say apple with prolongation.
Apple.
Now say India.
India.
Very good. Saurabh, prolongation on your
Yes.
name.
My name is Saurabh.
Very good. Neetu, bounce and prolongation both combine on your name.
Yes, sir. My name is Ni Neetu
Very good.
Singh.
Very good. Perfect. Komal, bounce on your first name and prolong your second name.
Okay. को कोमल. खामकर.
Very good. Sophia, bounce on first name, prolong second name.
Sophia.
Okay, good. Now prolong Sophia.
Sophia.
Very good. Which is the word on which you normally block? Commonly block. Again?
Sir.
Sir. So, again?
Sir.
Sir. Give me a word on which you blocked in last 1 week.
I don't make a note of the word that I get blocked, sir.
And now you should
At
start.
times I get a block, sometimes I don't get a block.
Okay, so but give me a word on which you might block. You might.
Might. Shell.
Shall. Okay. Say she sells seashells.
She sells seashells.
Very good. Perfect. Thank you so much. So the idea is this, that we are learning this technique so that someday, one day, we will use it on the words on which we block. It may not be possible right now, but it should be possible after couple of weeks. So Dipin, are we ready to break out?
Yes. So I have created 5 groups, and
Perfect.
the people who can lead. So first group, you 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 can lead.
Huh?
The other leaders are Naresh, Monu,
Yes.
me,
Yes.
and the
Yes.
last group, either Shreya or Neetu can lead.
Okay, fine. So will you divide them in the group or shall I give the
Yeah,
command?
I have actually done. I'll just open the
Perfect.
rooms.
Perfect. Just go on. Perfect. Good idea.
Yeah, I have invited the people to join the rooms. Please go ahead and join them.
सर जी, सर मेरा एक सवाल था आपसे कि हमको कौन सी टेक्निक प्रैक्टिस करनी चाहिए, बाउंसिंग या प्रोलोंगेशन,
शुरू
एंड
में आपको सभी
कैसे
टेक्निक
पता।
प्रैक्टिस करनी चाहिए। शुरू में आपको सभी टेक्निक प्रैक्टिस करनी चाहिए शुरू में, ठीक है। शुरू में आपको सभी टेक्निक के बारे में मोटा मोटा आइडिया होना चाहिए, आपको प्रैक्टिस करना चाहिए। जैसे कि जो फौजी जो फौजी कारगिल जाता है बॉर्डर पे मरने के लिए, लड़ने के लिए, वो ये सोच के नहीं जाता कि मुझे सिर्फ एक ही हथियार चलाना आना चाहिए। नहीं, वो सारे हथियार सीखता है ताकि वक्त बेवक्त वो कोई भी हथियार इस्तेमाल कर सके, ठीक है ना। तो इसीलिए फौजी लोग जो होते हैं वो सब कुछ सीखते हैं। उनके पास बेनेट होता है, उनके पास राइफल होती है, उनके पास स्मॉल आर्म्स भी होते हैं, ठीक है। उसके अलावा वो खाली हाथों से भी लड़ना सीखते हैं, क्योंकि किसी को नहीं पता कि किस चीज़ की ज़रूरत पड़ेगी। सो सो टू लेट एवरी वन नो, रुद्र प्रताप had asked me a question, which technique should I focus on or learn? And my answer is, at this stage we should learn all the techniques. Your goal should be to become proficient with every technique: bouncing, prolongation, pausing, and last is voluntary stammering. So don't think that if I learned pausing and if I am able to talk, then why should I bother about bouncing and prolongation? This is a wrong attitude. This doesn't work. Why? Because sometimes pausing works, but suddenly you come across a word where pausing is not helping. Suppose you've got to say, um, uh, Apple is the leader in the IT market. And so before Apple, you take a long pause. You think that pausing will help you to say the word. So you take long pause. And after the pause, as you start saying Apple, you go Apple, you go in a block. So don't think that pausing will help you in every situation. It will help you in many situations, but sometimes it may not help. Therefore, you should be ready with other techniques like bouncing or prolongation. So in the last example, I take a pause, breath in, breath out, and then I start saying apple. And the moment I notice, I turn A into a prolongation. I say, Apple is the leader in IT market. Right? In the same way, there will be times when even prolongation may not work. Then you should try some bouncing. So therefore, mixing and matching different techniques is a good idea. And therefore, you should be proficient with each and every technique. Right? In English, there is a saying, one trick pony. Don't become one trick pony. Those who do not know, they can Google about it afterwards. But the meaning is, don't think that learning one technique is going to solve your entire problem of stammering. No. Even after learning all the techniques and becoming proficient with the techniques, there may still be time when you do stammer. Then what do? Then you turn that involuntary stammering into voluntary stammering and smile. So for example, it still happens to me that sometimes I go to market and I'm not able to use, um, I, I mean, neither pausing is working, not prolongation, nothing. And I'm saying, आलू देना यार. So then I just say, ki, okay, I stammered, so what is the big deal? That's a kind of voluntary stammering, that you accept what has happened instead of beating yourself about it. So before we wind up, I just want to get a quick feedback or question from anyone. If there's any questions or anything like this about the next module. So I'm sure. So I first thing I want to know, has everyone understood that the next module is all about techniques? Yes, raise your hand. Okay. So second thing is, can anyone tell me what are these techniques which we are going to cover in the second module? Just the names. Let me ask Ashutosh Sharma. Ashutosh, what are
Yes,
the
sir.
techniques which you are going to which you are going to learn in module 2?
So first, bouncing.
Yes.
Second, prolongation.
Right.
And I guess there would be pausing also,
Yes.
and voluntary stammering.
Yes, perfect. Yes, very good. And then there are some minor techniques also are mentioned there, like humming. So you can read about that also and practice too. Humming is another name for Brahmari pranayam. Brahmari, where you make that humming sound. Humming sound sometimes helps. Sometimes you find that you have to say your name and your name starts with A, and you keep on breathing out, but the A sound doesn't start. It used to happen to me as a child. The entire lung will be empty, but no words will come out. Then what do? Then you try this humming thing. So before saying anything, you do a little. My name is Sachin. So you do a little humming, and then you turn that humming into my name. So these some additional techniques also are there, but these are additional minor techniques. The real solid ones are these four: bouncing, prolongation, pausing, and voluntary stammering. Many of you will say, why should I volunteer to stammer? I am volunteering to do TOPG. Now, why have I got to volunteer for stammering? So the idea is this, that 90% of your problem is because of your sensitivity, oversensitivity. When we are 14, 15, remember, we were very sensitive about दाढ़ी मूछ. If somebody said, इसकी दाढ़ी मूछ अभी नहीं आई, क्या बात है? We used to get very worried. And and more worried you were, greater was the bullying and teasing. किसकी दाढ़ी मूछ नहीं आई अभी. So in the same way, we have developed this great sensitivity about stammering. If somebody says anything about stammering, oh sorry, yes, Dipin, go on, please.
Sir, in the interest of time, I have
Yes.
two questions. One,
Yeah.
for the next 1 week, I just want to share the expectations, whether the people have to complete or redo module 1, or they have to start with the next module. If we can share those expectations in the group, that will be great.
Right.
So,
Right.
do you want to share that, sir?
Why don't you lead this topic, because you know very well who has done module 1 but not very well, who needs repeating it. You go ahead, please. Dipin.
Okay. So, I believe if before we ask the people to start with module 2, we need to explain them about all the tasks. So even I need your feedback on that. How do you want to proceed on this? Whether we should explain people about module 2 now?
I think we can do that, since I've already started talking about techniques. So when you will read in the MOOC interface, Google Classroom, go there.
I can share the
and
screen.
you.
I'm sorry to interrupt again. I can share
Yeah,
the screen,
go.
then we can walk the people through
Good idea.
what is module 2.
Yes.
Give me a minute.
Yes, right. Good idea. So now we will be discussing the nitty-gritty of module 2. In module 2, we are covering these techniques. And for every technique, first you have to make a video where you are just explaining the technique and demonstrating it. That bouncing means repeating the initial sound or syllable 3-4 times, and then saying the rest of the word like this. My name is Satyendra. You will make a video like this and share it. And after that, we will expect you to do it with someone else. It could be your mother, it could be sister, it could be friend. So your mother could be there, and you can say, "Mummy, आपने चाय बहुत अच्छी बनाई." And you have to just record this one sentence where you are visible and your mother is there, and you share that video. So look at 2.1 right here, 4 techniques. So here we are talking about 4 techniques. Hindi, English, both are is given, and this is an old video where you can see me explaining what is bouncing, what is prolongation. Look at that video also. Read this description too. Then further down, there are a few additional techniques. This is what I was talking about. Humming, singing, role plays, all these are also useful techniques. Role plays probably will be a little bit advanced right now, but humming you can try, and you can try some singing. There are many people who say, I have difficulty with A, E, I, O, U, the vowel sounds. For them, little singing practice is a very good technique. Is very good, very helpful. And there are many apps available, free apps which you can use to learn singing. Because when you sing in your phone, the AI in the app will immediately give you a score that how accurate were your notes, 80%, 100%. So use those apps and sing. You don't have to sing to a audience. You can sing in your bathroom, you can sing in your room, and you can sing any songs. If you've got time and patience, you can even learn classical singing, because in singing we learn how to stretch vowels. Me, re. So you are prolonging me. So A, E, I, O, U, the vowel sounds, you become good at them by singing. So these are the things which you have to do in this in this 2.1. Now come down to 2.a. In 2.a, we are talking about secondaries. What are secondaries? Does anyone know? Ashutosh, what is secondary?
Uh, sir, sorry, sir. Right now, I'm not getting the thought of.
Okay, no problem. Sophia is here. Sophia, what is secondaries?
Sir, I don't know, sir.
क्लास हो तो ऐसी. Totally fine, Sophia. I know it's unfair to ask you people in advance what we have not covered yet. But secondaries are the secondary effect of stammering, which often seen on your face, on your in your upper body. Normally, things like blinking. My name is Sachin. This is secondary. Eye blinking, or eyebrows moving up and down, or head going to one side. My name is Satyendra, or one shoulder going up, or hand jerking. Some people stamp their feet. All these are secondary behaviors. So, in other words, other than speech, whatever you do in the rest of body as a response to your stammering difficulties is secondary behavior. So how to deal with secondary behaviors? This is covered in the module 2.2. Basically, in this, we ask you to make a catalog, because many of you do not even know whether you are having secondaries or not. And if yes, what are these secondaries? You've got no clue. So step number one is becoming conscious about it and being able to catalog it. That when I say my name, sometime I blink my right eye. Sometime my head goes to the left, my shoulder goes up in tension, I talk like this, or sometimes I move my hand too much. So make a catalog of this thing. The idea is this, that when you become aware of a unwanted behavior, only then you can change it. Then 2.2b, catalog avoidance behavior. So secondary behavior and avoidance behavior there is a little difference. Can anyone tell that? Naresh Parihar, what is the difference between secondary behavior and avoidance behavior?
सर आई थिंक जो सेकेंडरी अभी भी बिहेवियर है जो हमारी स्टैमरिंग के साथ में हमारे फेस पे या हमारी बॉडी में दिखता है, जैसे मेरे में भी बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि मेरी आई ब्लिंक हो जाती है, या फिर मेरा सामने वाले से जो ध्यान है वो हट जाता है। और अवॉइडेंस ये है कि आई थिंक कि हम लोग वो चीज करना ही नहीं चाहते हैं, हम उससे भागना चाहते हैं।
बहुत सही बताया नरेश आपने. नरेश, थैंक यू सो मच, यू आर राइट. सो बेसिकली बट ही सेड that secondary behaviors are the unwanted physical reaction on our face, in our body, related to our stammering struggle. When we are in a block, then we jerk around. So that is secondary behavior. And avoidance behavior is the elaborate pattern of life which we adopt to avoid stammering. So say, for example, your professor is coming down the road and you know that you have to say good morning, sir. And you also know that you are going to block badly on good morning. So you simply turn around and start walking the other way. Or you change the road. Right? In the same way, mother says, beta sabji le aao. Your mother requests, go and buy some vegetable. You simply say, I'm too busy. I've got my exam coming up. Why you are doing this? Why? Because you know that you will stammer when you go to buy vegetable. So these are avoidance behavior. Avoidance behavior means a psychological pattern which helps you to avoid stammering. And secondary behavior is what happens after stammering. When you stammer, then within a second, your eyes start blinking, your hands start jerking. So those are secondary behavior. These are avoidance behavior. For avoidance behaviors, also the principle of treatment is same. That become aware of your avoidance behavior. So make a catalog. And if you cannot think of your avoidance behavior, start asking your friends, start asking your family. Probably they will tell you that you always say no to buying vegetable. You never buy your own shaving cream in the I mean, if your wife says, why don't you buy your own shaving cream? Why do you ask me to buy your shaving cream? Then you will know that, okay, buying my shaving cream in the market is difficult for me. So I always request my mother or wife. So that is my avoidance behavior. So these are the avoidance behaviors. So you will be making a catalog of this, and some examples are given below. So this catalog is not only textual, you have to make a video that I have got 5 avoidance behaviors. Number 1, I never say my name as name itself. I always say my surname first. Who are you? I am Srivastav. And then I say Satyendra. At one time, I used to do that. So you discover your secondary behaviors. You ask your friend. You read other people's avoidance behavior, and then you make a list, and then you say it on the video. You discuss it on the video. So you have to submit a video, not just a textual list, but actually video. We'll be looking at a video that how you are discussing and sharing about your avoidance behavior. Sophia, do you think it is doable for you?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me 1 or 2 of your avoidance behaviors?
Um, I whenever I have to get a ticket, I won't say the name of the place first, but I will say one ticket, one and this place. So that is one avoidance.
You're truly my student. I also used to do that. Good. Can we go further down, Amit, a little bit? Okay, I can do this. Yes, yes. So 2.3 is emotional health. So as you know, that speech is a bodily behavior. It is our tongue which is stammering. But because of this, our mind suffers a lot. Our emotional health becomes compromised. We are always doubtful. Will I be able to say today my name, or will I not be able to say my name? We are always in doubt. And because of this, our emotional health is always in a bad state. So in this module, you have to recall a painful memory from the childhood, because recalling consciously and talking about consciously minimizes the pain. Some people think that recalling painful memories will increase my trauma. This is not true. When you recall childhood memories and talk about it on a video, the trauma becomes less. So down below, you'll find some examples where people are recording a video where they are talking about the bad things which happened in childhood. So same way, you also have to take one example and you have to talk about it. You may think it is difficult, but you can do it. And you can always make your YouTube video private. I mean, unlisted. There's a category called unlisted where anybody can watch your video as long as they have got the link. So, Sophia, can you do this?
Yes, sir.
Sharing a painful event from childhood.
Yes, sir.
What can you share a couple of lines about this painful experience?
Um, when I was young, my mother, she used to make fun of my stammering, and I felt really bad because it was my mother and none of my friends.
Okay, good. So the way you have talked about it here, in the same way you have to talk about it in the video. Just record the video. And if you have got lot of courage, if you've got lot of Tamil pride, then invite your mother to be in the video.
Sure, sir.
Invite her.
Okay, sir.
And also make the whole thing like a big joke. I mean, you don't have to. I'm sure you're not angry with your mother now. So you can invite her into the video and you can say to her also that you used to imitate me anyway. I've forgiven you.
Yes, sir.
and and then you can talk with her about this whole thing, record a video. And believe me, after making such a video, your emotional health will improve. You'll be a very different person, right? So this is what you have to do. Let's go further up. Is it possible to go?
Sir,
Amit,
actually,
Dipen,
yeah, for the
okay,
next,
this is the end, no?
I believe there are few more. Oh, no, wait, okay, it's
Okay, after this module 3,
there to,
you're right. Huh?
yeah,
Module 2 has got only these three things: techniques, secondary behavior and avoidance behavior, and emotional health. So these are the videos which you have to make, and also enjoy making video in the process. Number 2, always watch your own video of yourself first, then put it up on the YouTube, and then ask us for our comments. And that's it.
yeah.
Any questions? Dipin, is there anything else I need to cover?
No, I think it's all a few points which I can add. So I have shared the Google Classroom link in our group, in our WhatsApp group. So all the people, please try to access it. Anyone who is facing access issues, they can reach out to me or to their mentors to help with the access part one. Two, as you can see in the Google Classroom, there is a detailed explanation about each task. Along with that, there are few examples of videos which you can go through to understand on how to attempt these tasks too. And the third important part is, um, yeah, as Dr. Sachin mentioned in the starting, I want to reiterate. Um, yeah, so I I feel that this thought is very profound. You can only change what you know. You can only change what you know. So the moment you make videos and you revisit them, it will help you to provide a lot of insight into what your stammering is about. What are the various physical struggles and feelings which you are uh, which, which are going inside you. So I would encourage all of you to stutter as much as you can and then revisit your videos. It will help you to be more aware of your struggles and your stammering. Then the moment you identify them, we will be in a better shape to do something about them. I will take a pause now. I'm sorry. One last announcement. Um, we will be sharing one Google Sheet in the group. And the moment you complete your task, you will have to put the link of your YouTube task in that Google Sheet. So all of you will be sharing your task link in one Google Sheet that we will share in the group. I will take a pause now.
Okay, so Dipin, what we can do now, you can leave,
किसी को
but
कुछ
before
पूछना है,
leaving,
if anybody has got questions, please. Yeah.
go on. Yes.
No, sir, I don't have anything else to add.
Okay.
You can carry
Okay.
on.
Okay, so somebody has asked me about what is the fourth technique. Fourth technique is the voluntary stammering. Voluntary stammering is simply that the way you stammer, because you are here only because you stammer. I know you can't say, no, I never stammer. So how can I do voluntary stammering? Some people try this trick. So the way you stammer, you just reproduce that with gently, with a little control and with a smile on face. So it should look something like this. My name is Satyendra, and then you smile. So by doing voluntary stammering, you are counteracting all the past painful memories, and you also are reproducing your own stammer. It's like reverse engineering. So when you actually stammer voluntarily, you are paying attention to what are the sticking points. Where am I holding this sound? Where am I putting this extra unnecessary pressure? So if I suppose I've got difficulty saying my name Satyendra, so I'll go in a block, I'll do a voluntary stammering like this. My name is Satyendra. So when I was doing this, I realized that my tongue was sticking behind the upper teeth, and there I was putting extra pressure. So tongue was not able to move back. It went and stuck there. It went and stuck there instead of touching and coming away. If it just touch and comes away, I can easily say Satyendra. But if I hold it together, extra pressure, Satyendra, right? So when I am doing voluntary stammering, I am educating myself how to speak better. What are the mistakes which I am making, where I am using unnecessary pressure. So voluntary stammering is a technique of reverse engineering your stammering and faulty behavior and undoing it. Good. So now I think what we can do, it's almost like 11. But if some of you want to get introduced to each other, because knowing each other also is very important. So I will say we can put you in twos or threes, and you can have one more round of introductions with each other, get to know each other, talk about stammering, share your thoughts. Unless you have got some work to do, then you can leave. But this is what I was thinking. Deepin, is that okay?
Sure, sir.
Then you can also leave, I can also leave, but we can put them in the group and I can make someone else host for some Naresh. Another 20 minutes, 25 minutes, half an hour. Naresh, are you available for next 30 minutes?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So how many of you want to get introduced to each other? Okay, so you people can stay back, and others who want to leave, they can leave. And Naresh will be the host, and we will divide you in small groups, and you can talk to each other, and leave whenever you want to leave. So I am recreating the room,
I'll stop recording now.
You can stop recording. Yes. Thank you, Dipin.